Okay, I'm here with Menchville head basketball coach Lamont Strothers. His team wins tonight 77-66 at Hampton High to move to 8-3 overall. Coach, got out to a pretty good start. First quarter, 21-12, despite some foul troubles. A lot of fouls called tonight in this physical Peninsula District game. But Jaden Kesey was the guy giving the early lift.
Right. You know, Jaden has, it's like he has a resurgence right now. You know, I've been getting on him because he's that stretch guy. You know, he's that stretch forward, can shoot the ball, and he hasn't been taking it. It's not necessarily that he hasn't been hitting shots; just haven't been taking it. So I don't know where the confidence factor came, but since senior night, he's now he's back, hitting his stride, and which is very key for us.
Yeah, 17 points, had about 3-4 steals as well. Hampton, you knew Coach Brown; he's been known for years, would throw some different wrinkles. What do they do to kind of get you guys off your game a little bit? Different zone looks, or?
Well, I mean, anytime you run in the zone, I mean, they play well at home, and Coach Brown they do a good job, their guys. And always have, so I mean, with the zone, you just gotta pick and choose when to go and things like that. So it's not necessarily so much of what they did; it's more so what we were doing, And so we knew, we had already known that they were, that's what they do: play 1-2-2, full court, half court, and so we were prepared for it. We just had to against them on our senior night, against on Woodside, we didn't hit shots. Yeah. And so but tonight we kind of found our stride because we kind of hit the wall a little bit, which happens, you know. And so it was starting to find our stride again at the right time.
You're just sticking to your principles as opposed to playing to what they'd like to do.
Right.
You had a stretch there, third quarter, where it was like, all right, this is Menchville's basketball at its best.
Right.
We had a 12-0 run. Allen,
Right.
just on there, point guard, Allen Strothers really keyed it for you, getting in transition, really made some brilliant plays.
Right. Yeah, I mean, and Allen, I don't have to talk much to him until sometimes, settle the squad down, and he had a crucial turnover, which is unlike him, right here in the corner. But, I mean, he's going to, Allen's going to be Allen. If he needs to go, he knows when, okay, I need to go. When he gets, distribute the ball, he knows, okay, I need to get everybody involved. So,
Well, the thing that's neat to see is that he had 19, I think 9, 6 steals, 4 assists. He's a guy that probably could average 25, 30, but if he fills the stat sheet,
right.
You guys are hard to beat.
Right, I mean, and that's what he does. He averages now about 13 points, 6 assists, 7 rebounds, 2.5, 3 steals, which is, that's his game, And so when he needs to, take shots and score points, then he'll take shots and score points.
Come over here, Sharon. I thought one of the encouraging signs for you with Chauncey Jenkins at foul trouble, we kind of know about those two guys in the backcourt with Chauncey and Allen leading the way for you, was your bench gave you a lift for something was missing. We saw you against North Stafford in the VA Preps Classic. Keelan Harrison, didn't know a lot about this guy. 12 points, 8 rebounds, 4 steals. Tell me more about him.
Yeah. Keelan is that X factor guy. He's our enforcer. And as you see, he's that guy to get in and that Maurice Lucas type guy.
Toughness,
give you some toughness. And I mean, he's been playing well, and I know that we have to use Keelan differently because he's aggressive, so he can get in early foul trouble. Like in senior night, he had 3 fouls in the first quarter, amped up, hyped, ready to go, and so. But I mean, we know what he can give, and so we just got to start plugging him in at the right time.
Well, and lastly, it's looking like your team, even though you had a couple of hiccups there. We mentioned North Stafford, Woodside last week, and that was the game they needed for 5As, for their playoff situation. You're starting to see some of those other pieces besides Allen and Chauncey and Gilbert Brown, your mainstays, evolve. You get Keelan, you get Jaden, and even Jason Harris is showing some glimpses inside. How crucial is that going to be for you guys to navigate this 4A playoff picture coming up?
Well, we have usually when we get Jaden and Jason involved early, they usually have big games, And big games is not like 20 points. They just have big, they impact the game by rebounds, crashing the boards, and things like that. And so it's going to be key down the stretch. We use when they're in the game. There's one thing that we do when they're in the game. Then when they go out, it's another thing that we do out in which. It's not very many teams can do that, and so, but when Jason and Jaden are playing well together, they're high-low action, crashing the board, it's fun to watch.
Well, a quality real win for Coach Strothers and the Monarchs tonight at Hampton. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.
All right, thanks.
Good job.